It's Tap That Trade with our guest, Phil Flynn, a Fox Business Network contributor and options trading pro, Alan Luckman. Here we go, guys, with round number one, S&P Me. The price to earnings ratio is rich. Pick a play from the undervalued S&P stock list.
S&P Me?
Well, just because
Whoa.
the PE ratio is high, it's at 21, doesn't mean it can't go a lot higher. But there are some individual stocks that are attractive because as their earnings maintain, their price goes up, they still have a lot more upside. GILD.
Because they can make more money. Gilead, the pharmaceutical.
It had been a $120 stock from 20, so
Right.
put 70 as a midpoint, and we've come back down to that level. I like that. It's got a PE of 7.
Right.
I prefer another pharma stock, Teva. It's for generics, gotten beaten up.
Yeah.
I'm in the athletic-induced asthma category, so I have to get a
sprayer,
disc.
a sprayer.
A disc which costs $300, but there's going to be a generic version. So
But Donald Trump's going to find it cheaper. He's going to get it for $250. You watch me.
I got
watch
it in
him.
Colombia for
He's gonna find
$50.
it.
So that just shows you
There
that
you go.
the drugs here in America and prices around the world, there's a big
What
disparity.
other drugs were you buying in Colombia? That's a good question.
Advair
I'll
disc.
tell you what, when we look at this PE ratio, it's a historically high level on the S&P. Price to earnings, it's the most out of whack since the beginning of the financial crisis. But there are values
moons
there.
ago.
Many moons ago. Many moons ago. And I'll tell you what, one stock that isn't even on this list that I really like is Dean Foods. I'm an agriculture guy, believe in agriculture. This is a stock that's been undervalued in a lot of
Milk is
upside
good
potential.
food.
Milk is very good food. Milk is good for you unless you're lactose intolerant, but then you go to ice cream. That's what I always say.
That doesn't solve the problem. But
I know,
anyways,
but it's a
Dean
better way to
Foods,
go. If you're going
I
to
like
suffer, you
Teva.
might as well have. Teva it is, and I like Dean.
On to round number two, Big Apple Bite. A star trader bets it all on Apple. What are your thoughts on this, Sir Isaac Newton?
Well,
Because
regardless
it
of
was
what's wrong or
stupid.
right.
This is not gambling. You don't put
No.
everything you have in your account in one
Right.
trade.
Except the Super Bowl a few years ago where the guy bet everything he had on the San Francisco 49ers straight up. He made a killing, even though he didn't do it against
Okay,
the spread.
back
that was
to
a
the
good
markets.
bet.
The markets are all
But
about risk control.
if it's Patriots, Giants, who would you put all your money on? You know, it's crazy.
I don't
It's crazy.
gamble. I think I want to use the
Right.
markets because you can control probability to a greater extent. You
Right.
can control risk. So it's stupid. Obviously, he was wrong. He was fighting Apple. Apple
Right.
made new, push above this 130 level. Now it's poised to make
Right.
new all-time highs.
Right.
And I said a couple weeks ago,
Yeah.
play the tape.
Right.
Don't forget about Apple.
Don't forget about Apple. Forget
They're not
about
dead
Apple.
yet. They made
stock
$18
didn't do well. They made a lot of money.
billion
But
for
the
the
stock
quarter.
didn't do very well. Now you buy it, not before the earnings when they had terrible earnings. And
No.
they need a new product. Come on, they really got to get a product in the pipeline. I mean, you can have all the money in the world, but remember, I can tell you the
They've
story.
got $225 billion in
I
cash. They
understand
made
that.
$18 billion just
But
the
I
other
don't
day.
want to go back in
One quarter.
history. The guys remember Motorola. Oh my gosh,
Okay.
buy Motorola. It's
BlackBerry,
going to go
okay,
up
here we go.
forever. We
They're
got
not
all this
BlackBerry,
capital.
they're not
They're rich,
Motorola,
whatever.
They're Apple.
They're Apple.
Okay, but anyways, how
Apple
dumb
is
was that?
never gonna-
How dumb was that trade,
It was
guy?
a bad trade.
Bad trade. You can't recover for that. That's it. Over. Never trade again.
Yeah, or he made a bunch of money. He's in the Bahamas next time. Who knows? But it's still not a good trading strategy. Don't try that at home.
We are looking for some sizzle on this one. Makin' Bacon. The pork belly contract of legends stopped trading years ago. How do you bring home the bacon?
I missed the belly market.
It was very challenging, to say politely, to make money in bellies
No, it
anyways.
was fun and exciting. I knew traders that made bazillions of dollars in trading
and
trading
then
the bellies.
some
Yeah.
people lost bazillions
Well, it
of
was a
dollars.
crazy market. I mean, it
crazy.
would go limit up, limit
Okay, but the
down on the
question is,
same day.
how do you make money
and-
on bacon? You could trade the
It's
lean
not-
hog
it's a-
contract,
Right?
right? Or my selection is Nike.
Well, there's no, wait a second.
Nike, yeah,
Why?
because you can put bacon on a shoe
No.
and bacon's still good.
No, what you do is you take all your money in bacon and use the hog for the pigskin for the big game. You can throw the ball, but no.
You're ready
seriously.
for the game,
But
aren't
no,
you?
but
You're
no,
ready for the game.
I'm ready. But you know what? I'll tell you another thing about the bacon supply story. It is really being misreported because people don't realize this is a market that changed. This is a market. The reason why the pork belly contract doesn't exist anymore is because they used to freeze pork bellies because we only used to eat bacon in the summer.
Bacon,
Believe
lettuce, and
it or
tomato
not,
sandwiches.
that was it.
That was
in
it.
the winter, you didn't need it, so you
Now
put the
I
bacon
got
in
bacon
storage.
everywhere. I got bacon in my pockets.
Bacon there. He had bacon this morning
Yes.
on his Big Mac.
Right.
He had bacon
There's
everywhere.
bacon
so
everywhere.
bacon is a year-round market. So the storage numbers don't matter as much as they used to because most of the pork belly market is a fresh market now. It goes directly
The
from
answer is
farm.
I don't know how to
They
make
don't
money
freeze
on
the
bacon,
bacon.
to be honest with you. I don't know how.
Well, last week I said Hormel. That was a good one.
Right.
Tyson, they are in the pork market a little bit. You can look at Tyson as a stock. So those are two that you can do to bring home the bacon.
McDonald's.
Or to bring home the big trophy at the
McDonald's
end of the
uses a lot of
pigskin
bacon,
game.
so
There's a
it's-
pigskin
there you
game.
go.
Yeah, and they use the pigskin to
All right,
pig
we got
stuff.
that. Pig. Hog.
Pig.
We are going right onto the field for today's bonus round question. Is this true or false? The past 20 years, 17 Super Bowls have been won by the team that has the city with the lowest unemployment rate.
True. That is true. Absolutely
cannot
true.
be true.
It is true.
Did you read that?
No, it's
You
gotta be
cheated.
true.
You wrote the question. All
I
right.
did not write the question.
I say false
If I
just
was gonna
because
write that-
statistically speaking, I don't think that's possible.
So we have a 50-50 chance to be right or wrong. Let's go with it.
Are you going with false, and Alan?
I
He's
am
true.
false.
He's false.
yes.
It is a true statement.
Thank you. Thank you very
You get
much.
collusion.
Thank you.
I-
Thank you.
I'm
this
investigating.
is not collusion. Remember the
I'm
old saying,
investigating.
if it was an original team from the NFL, the stock market would go up, and then if it was an AFL team, it would
Right,
go
but
down.
that has nothing to do with unemployment.
Well, I'm just assuming that it did, but hey, I got it right. Hey.
Okay, guys, you've scored enough. Business First AM continues after this.